were better than expected deliveries in the third quarter for Tesla. And when you say, well, how much better? Well, the street was expecting them to deliver anywhere between 220 and 227,000 vehicles in the third quarter. They wound up delivering 241,300 vehicles. That easily beat the consensus estimates out there. Just like in the second quarter and also in the first quarter, the priority was Model 3 and Model Y. 94% of the vehicles delivered in the third quarter were those two models.
Hello everyone, my name is Kaseem. Welcome to the channel. In today's video, we are going to do my Tesla update, okay? I do a series on this channel where I invest $30 every day into Tesla stock and I just show you guys the result, that is what I do on this channel. That is part of my series that I do on this channel. So we are going to do an update for this week. So before we get into the video, I just want to let you know that I am not a financial advisor. I'm not telling you to invest in Tesla. I'm not telling you to do that because I'm not qualified to tell you what to do with your money. That is your money. You should think about what to do with your money. I'm just showing you what I'm doing with my money so you see what's possible out there. So take this as educational purposes and informative purposes, okay? So this is not financial advice. So what we're gonna do today is we have a couple of things to cover. We are gonna look over the CNBC article, what CNBC is saying about Tesla. Mainstream media, their tune is kind of changing up on Tesla now. So I'm happy about that. So they can give you guys the correct information about the company. So me here as well, I try to basically bring more information about the company and the reason why I'm bullish about the company, okay? That's what I do on this channel. I try to show you guys why I'm bullish on the company, okay? So first, we are gonna start with the portfolio here, okay? This is what we are looking like. Let's start from here. So this is my Tesla holding in my main M1 portfolio, okay? So what I do with this portfolio is that I track, my Tesla investment with these videos and I share it with you guys because I think $30 a day is something that everybody can do. And I do that because that's, one of the amount that I can afford to put in without really being bothered, the up and down movement of the stock. So that's why I do this. But let's get into this. Let's take a look at my current holdings. So I have about 16,000 in here in total. Net cash flow that I put in. Let's see, all time. Let's start with the all time. Okay. So all time net cash flow is over 10 grand. And we've gained about 5,000 profit. That is really nice. And I started May 19th, 2020. Take notes of that date. May 19th, 2020. That's when I started this section of the portfolio. Started with $300. And I've been putting $30 in there on a regular basis. I put $30 every single day, like I said. It's basically like an experiment that I'm running, okay? Just to show you guys what's possible out there. When you have that one company that you believe in, how do you get into it if you're not rich? So I'm showing you something, you never know where this can go. In a couple of years, maybe this can be millions and millions of dollars. Who knows? But I'm going to experiment by putting $30 a day, just because I think Tesla is just getting started when it comes to their growth as a company, their development as a company. So that is why I'm going to that's why I'm doing this, okay? Okay, so let's just scroll down first. Let's take a look here. For one day, we're down today, down $130 roughly. For the week, we're down $400 for the month. For the month, we're up 876, sorry, my bad. And for the quarter, for the past 3 months, we are up $1,900. And for the past year, that's the trailing year, from today's dates to the past year, we've gained $4,200 on this stock alone, okay? This is amazing. This is great. All time, we are looking at 5 grand. We're looking at 149% return on that so far. So we have about 21 shares of Tesla, cost about $10,000 at an average price of $500. That's my average price. And the current stock price is at $700. The market cap is currently at $793 billion. I think in the future, Tesla is going to be worth trillions of dollars. So I'm buying this stock right now at a really cheap price. So I'm happy that I'm buying the stock at a really cheap price right now, because this is a pretty cheap price. So here's the activity feed. If you go right here on M1, just type in Tesla. Here's my activity feed. I've basically been buying $30. I guess they rounded up, but I put $30 to buy Tesla stock at. And when it goes down sharply, I jump in and buy a little bit more. Anytime it goes down like pretty hard, I jump in and buy a little bit more, because then the stock becomes cheaper to buy at that point. So that's why I have 580 here. Then you see like $30. If I keep on going back, let's go back some more. $70 here. Probably when it dropped a bit, that's when I bought more. Then we got $30. Then we got 600. So those opportunistic buy the dip moment, I always have money to buy a little bit more. So yeah, this is the transactions you guys see. Pretty transparent with what I do on this channel. So this is it right here. So let's get back to the next story. So what we're going to do now is we are going to jump into Tesla's investor relations, and we are going to look at their production. They just basically came out with their production numbers and they killed it. So we're going to look at that really quickly. Here is the production numbers. Tesla Q3 vehicle production and delivery numbers. You guys can see Model S and Model X, they produced 8,941. They delivered over 9,000. Okay. For Model 3 and Model Y, look how many cars they produce for Model 3 and Model Y. Model Y will probably sell the most, but people will still buy 3, people will still buy Y. But Model Y and 3, probably Y will sell the most. But look at that, over 200,000 vehicles that they were able to produce, and they delivered 233. So I guess they had some left over from the previous quarter that they were able to deliver this quarter, bringing the total production to 237,000 vehicles, and they were able to deliver 241,000 vehicles. Now, Tesla just delivered 241,000 vehicles last quarter. Very soon, very soon, because they have a couple of factories. They have their factories in Fremont. They have the factory in Berlin that is coming up. They have the factory in Texas that is coming up. They have the factory in Shanghai. And mind you, both factories that they're working on right now, it's going to take them like a year to work on it. Basically going to take them a year to work on it. By the time that they're done, boom. Maybe each of those factories start producing 500,000 cars each. Because orders is not the problem for Tesla. Let me show you guys this really quickly. Okay, so we've gone through this. You guys see the production numbers. You can pause this and take a look. Let me move myself out of the way for a second. You can pause this and take a look, read up on what they have to say. I will also have this in the description below if you are interested in reading up on all the things that they have to say here. But let's move on. I have other things to share with you guys. Here is the Tesla website. Okay, here is their website, and what I have to show you guys here, you guys are gonna find this shocking. So what I have here is the Tesla website. If you go on their website, tesla.com, this is what you see. So let's see. I basically pretended as if I was gonna make an order. Hopefully one day I'll be able to make a real order. Once I finish building up my portfolio here, once I have like $500,000, $1 million in here, maybe I can drop a little bit of money out of it to buy a little bit of Tesla stock. It's gonna happen. But right now, I have to build my stake in the company. I want to own the company first before I own the car. But I'm so excited about owning the car in the future. But let's get back to the website. This is where you order your car from. Let's take a look here. You guys see this part right here. This is an order page for Model S. Okay. Obviously, I love black. I'll probably order blacked out everything when I get mine. But take a look at this highlighted section here. Their next delivery dates for Model S is in February or March. Let's say March or April. next year, I'm going to put a timestamp of the date so you can see the date right now. They have like over 4 months backlog worth of orders already. So what this is telling me is that with this production being high like this, most likely in the future, this production is going to be higher. I mean, their production numbers is bound to go up. This is just the beginning. Their production is going to go up. If they have back orders all the way until March, okay, this tells me a lot. So you might say that, give me a second here. So this tells me a lot, okay? But you might say that, oh, you know, it's just one car. No, let's take a look at their Model 3. Remember, if we look here and we take a look at their production numbers, they made Model 3 and Model Y. That's the biggest production cars that they have right now, that they're making the most of. So let's take a look at Model 3. Model 3, you know, it's in December. It's basically like 2-3 months, 2-3 months backlog. If you order it now, you get it in 2-3 months. Or for the Model S, if you order it now, you get it in March. So that's a lot of backlog. And let's take a look at the Model X. So Model X, the one with the door that goes up, that one is in May or June. That's the backlog that they have for that one is in May or June. And then we take a look at Model Y. This is the main one that sells a lot. And this backlog is in April. If you order one right now, you're not going to get one until April next year. I'm trying to look at the solar and see how much of a backlog they have. But in one of the earnings calls, you guys know that I listened to Tesla's earnings call. It says Elon and the team said that they were backed up with the solar products as well. So what that says to me as an investor, right? When I'm seeing a company that has so much order backlog up to these dates, I want to keep on buying the stock. That's why I'm doing these videos, to show you guys some of the reasons why I still buy Tesla stock until today. Even though, you know, someone would say that, well, you already got like, you know, 150% gains, you know, you can take some profit, take some money off the table. But no, it's not time to take money off the table. I still have lots of videos coming up that I'm going to share with you guys from the Tesla AI day, talking about, you know, how Tesla AI works, the brain of the car, how it works. We're going to watch the video. I'm going to react to it. So lots more information still to come for you guys. But I always like to come back and show you guys some things like this, where you can see for yourself that, hey, look, this is not a joke situation. The company is killing it at the moment. You know, I know there's going to be others. It's not going to be only Tesla that's going to get the bulk of the EV market. But I think maybe Tesla will end up controlling like 30, 35, 40% of the market. Because remember, they haven't even started making vehicles. They haven't started making vehicles on the Toyota Corolla level. You know, there's no $20,000 Tesla that you can buy today. There's no $25,000 Tesla that you can buy today. You know, so I believe that the opportunity for Tesla is still pretty strong when it comes to investing in this company. And I'm going to keep on doing it. Coming on YouTube, sharing my progress with you guys, showing you guys what my current holdings are, how the stock portfolio is going. So, you know, I'm excited for the company. I'm excited to sharing this journey with you guys. So do me a favor, subscribe to the channel. I do multiple things. I do trading, investing. You know, I have a lot of interest when it comes to finance. So stay tuned with me on this channel. Subscribe. I appreciate you. Let's move on to the next section here. So what we're going to do now is we are going to watch the mainstream media, CNBC, what they're saying. Finally, they're starting to praise Tesla a little bit. So we're going to sit down, we're going to watch it, you're going to get my reaction to it, and we're going to go from there.
These were better than expected deliveries in the third quarter for Tesla. And when you say, well, how much better? Well, the street was expecting them to deliver anywhere between 220 and 227,000 vehicles in the third quarter. They wound up delivering 241,300 vehicles. That
means they killed it, okay? Killed it.
Easily beat the consensus estimates out there. Just like in the second quarter and also in the first quarter, the priority was Model 3 and Model Y.
That's the one that people want to buy the most. That's the cheapest one. Remember, these cars, they're not so expensive. you know, like by the time you do all the numbers, these cars are not so expensive. Model 3 comes out at 45,000. You know, it comes in the space of Mercedes and all these things. Model Y, let's look at Model Y. Model Y also just come around like 49,000. Same thing, Mercedes, you know, the G series Mercedes. So like this is not like crazy, you know, amount of money. Can you imagine when, like I said earlier, can you imagine when Tesla starts selling $25,000 cars? They're going to be making like 10, 15 million deliveries, like right here.
94% of the vehicles delivered in the third quarter were those two models. The supply chain issues, they did hurt Tesla in the third quarter. Elon Musk talked about it early in the quarter. They made mention of it in the delivery report. But the curious thing is that they've been able to manage the semiconductor situation far better than a lot of other automakers around the world. So when you look at their full year...
It's coming from CNBC, okay? It's coming from the mainstream media. They're giving Tesla credit here, and this is great. This is a good thing.
Deliveries, the consensus continues to move higher. It was 860,000 vehicles expected for a full year a couple of weeks ago. Last week, it was up to 878. Now the consensus on FactSet is for 838,000 vehicles to be delivered this year, or 883,000, excuse me, this year from Tesla. That is the consensus at this point. Take a look at Tesla versus General Motors and Ford. Remember, EVs make up just 3% of the market, but in the last 3 months, Tesla...
EV makes up 3% of the vehicle market. Guys, think about it. We just saw that Tesla just delivered over how many vehicles here? Over 241,000 vehicles that Tesla just delivered. And this is just 3% of the EV market. I mean, of the vehicle market, I'm sorry. 3% of the vehicle market. I don't know which other EV company, whichever car company is delivering this much electric vehicles. If you guys know, put it in the comment below. Let's get back into it.
Has easily outperformed both General Motors and Ford. And again, while not as high as earlier today in the trading session, guys, the shares of Tesla are moving high.
So as you've heard there, Tesla's getting the props that they need. Finally, you know, they're giving them the credit. They are basically the leader in this field. The future is pointing towards electric vehicles, and Tesla is the leader at it. So for me, I personally believe, like I said to you earlier, that this company is going to be worth trillions of dollars. Okay. And currently they are worth, this is just my opinion. I don't have a crystal ball. I mean, I'm just assuming that they execute, they do the things that they want to do. They have a CEO that is determined to get the job done. They have a team that is determined to get the job done. They have the global world order that is determined to move vehicles, transportation to electric. So most likely it's going to happen. Okay. And look at this right here. The company is just only worth $773 billion. And I believe in the future, they will probably be worth a couple of trillion dollars at least. Robotaxi alone is going to bump them up to $1 trillion. Once they push that button or send out the app and people can order Robotaxi, car comes, pick them up, drop them off, $1 trillion company, multi-trillion dollar companies in the making. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed my update today. I just wanted to update you guys on how my stock portfolio is going, my Tesla stock portfolio. I'm going to keep on doing the same thing. Anytime there's a major dip, I'm going to be buying. And anytime there's a major news, I'm going to come and share with you guys. You know, I really love doing this. So please support me, subscribe. I appreciate you. Until next time, see you later. Love you all. Bye.